Alright, so this is Pandas versus InsaneLogic. From the Pandas, we have... Go ahead, Boomer.
On the grid, we have Boomer, Cherry Coke on the Colossi, Silverwoods on the Carrier, Warlock on the Frigate, Monster as support as Raven, and Alpha and Raven open the MP. Boomer have charges.
Right.
And 5 inch on Silver.
Alright, and then from InsaneLogic we have Loco in the top side lane, going Plague, Overlord, Kraken, going Arbiter, Feedback, Wolf Eyes, going 2 Shield, Recharge, Colossus, Tastar going range 4s, Shorty going range 4s, and then... oh, I think that's it. Oh, and then What Guidance, or Kush, going range rockets. Alright, so, they went double guard, you went single guard. Do you guys remember what was the concern with going double guard in this tournament?
I think there's a lot of counters for double guard. Guards are pretty strong right now. But I still think there's a lot of counters, like colors, strong colors. Yeah. That's why we only did one. But you kind of need a guard for the range and the damage they do.
Yeah, it seemed like almost every winning team had at least one Guardian, but teams that went double Guardian didn't necessarily do significantly better all the time than other teams.
Yeah, I had the same opinion about it.
So, Boomer, what's your reasoning behind going charge opening over 5 Gats? Why do you prefer that?
I just, if people get too close, they do a lot of damage. And if people miss you on the side and don't see you and you can get behind them, you can maybe get an early kill. Hard Gats won't get you an early kill.
Why do you play so zoomed in? Whenever I go into player camera, you're always hilariously close. More so than anyone else. Maybe that's just a bug with the replay system.
So our strategy in this game here was farm up a little bit, and Silver already got ticks now, Vortex, so we're going to try and catch someone and then nuke them. Warlock haven't got nuked yet, but he'll have it soon.
Yeah, but Silver I guess got imped, is that why he's so low right now on energy?
User joined your channel.
Yeah, they got an eye on him for sure.
Oh, people. So you don't have... oh, so the idea is that you want to go Vortex Fusion?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Or they can go Stasis Fusion if they want to go that, but
User left your channel.
they might not get either quite yet. Crack
User
or no.
joined your channel. User
Kush
left
going back with
User left your
700
channel.
minerals, picking up afterburners and 7
User
lasers.
left your channel. User
7
left your
lasers. Why is
channel.
oh, because you have a carrier, I guess.
User was moved
Yeah, he's
out of
fighting
your
the carrier,
channel.
yeah.
Shorty coming out with Scourges, and
User
Tastar
was
coming out with
moved out of
Scourges,
your
so
channel.
double Scourges.
And they both have a run on Overlord.
Wolf
At this point we have no counters for that.
Yeah.
User left
Wolf
your
Eyes coming
channel.
out with Hardened Shield, Kraken, or with Boost. But not a huge amount of ships to boost and get a lot out of it right now, at least. And then Loco coming out side lane with still Plague, primarily 5 units. But you have, at this point, you're down a little bit on farm right now. You're 100 farm down, and you just took your back. But, you know, you come out now with enough energy for your Vortex. And, let's see. Warlock has not yet picked up Fusion, though. Chariot, 7 shields, 3 rockets. Boomer with bots and explosive charge. And so generally, like, it seems like a lot of people will always get bots before protective field. Is that generally how you are too?
It depends on what ship I fight. Right now I'm fighting an Overlord with Plague.
Yeah, so versus the Overlord, you're like, I have to have bots pretty much
I have to
by...
have bots now, yeah. He doesn't have Side Blast yet, so I don't need Pro Chill just now.
So you don't have fusion, but you do have still good damage between the
Shorty got caught in the test.
Shorty got caught in the text, and there's no nuke or anything, there's no big cheese, but there's just enough solid damage, you know, including your charges, the rockets, more rockets, and acid spores that you can generate a kill out of that. So you have a lot of sustained damage. You do have to watch out because Alpha is going to be eating some Scourges here. If they could get another group of Scourges here... Oh! Wow, this is a very violent encounter. But it's overall still in your favor.
Yeah, we got OG for Alpha. I managed to get the charge up in on the Wolf-Eyes shields, and then the splash damage from the charge killed OG.
And they still have Guard, Colossus, Overlord, and then someone go back. Someone must have went back. Oh no, there's Kraken. Oh, I'm sorry, not Kraken. Why does everyone have to have a different damn name?
Yeah.
Like 2 different people with 4 different names you have to sort out. No, this is Kraken. What am I talking about?
No, but Dick is Kraken, yeah.
Yeah, it's Kush that died.
What guidance is OG Kush? And Logo is practically farming half of the map right now, if you look at his farm.
Yep, you are now ahead on farm, in addition to being ahead on ships, so this game is clearly in your advantage. Now with the Arbiter Overlord, it can still be challenging to turn this into a win in a lot of situations. You have Monster with Imp, and so that's good. But yeah, he has Cloak now, so he should be able to, if Loco gets enough Side Blast, if he can get enough farm to really generate high damage.
Yeah, he still got a good chance of winning, even though they're shipped down.
Now, in your mind, were you thinking, okay, you know, if we win this game, we pretty much win the tournament?
This was one of the turnarounds for us, yeah. We were hoping for it, but we had made a loss to 6 earlier. So we wasn't sure on that yet.
But yeah, InsaneLogic had won the last tournament, so this would be what if we were doing a different bracket system. You know, this might have been the last game of a series.
Yeah. This was definitely one of the hardest games we're going to play.
Now you have Fusion, or Warlock has Fusion, Silver Wolf coming out with Tempest with his Vortex. So, what's the reasoning behind Tempests here? Is it, you know, as opposed to Scouts or something? They have the one Arbiter who can generate force fields, but that's pretty much all the protection from Scouts they're going to be able to muster, yeah?
I don't know on the Tempest actually. I guess you just need a little extra damage on it. Oh.
Vortexing the tank, the Colossus shield boat. So you can drop the fusion there, but that won't be enough to generate a kill unless the rest of his team can't protect him on the back. Yeah, with with your charges.
Still a hard target to take down.
Yeah, where is Kraken's cloak? Why isn't he
User
cloaking?
joined your channel.
There's the cloak.
Oh, there's the
But he
cloak.
runs out of
Yeah,
energy.
woo, woo. And he runs out of energy.
Oh, and look at our team. Wow.
Yeah, that was a rough dive. I could have
Are you
gone.
live streaming, Crazy?
Was that?
Are you live streaming?
I'm recording, and then I will upload later.
Oh, wow.
We basically got 3 ships in the red.
Yeah, you pretty much
Almost
have to
lost
back
them.
here.
Yeah.
Or at least many of you do. Maybe you don't because you have bots.
I have the bot so I can stay a little. Get some extra farm.
Sure, he just has to be a little bit careful. I mean, he does have solid shield regeneration, but you don't want to overextend here. Now, the way the deaths went, it ended up being a bit asymmetrical. So now they have a guardian and you don't. But so long as you're alive, right? So long as you have the dread. Do you get particularly worried about late game Broodlords, or are you still basically planning at this point not to let it get to, you know, above 25 minutes late game?
Yeah, I wasn't planning on getting to late game at this point. The thing that had me worried right now was Loco with 620 farm.
Yeah, he has almost as much farm as the rest of his team
Almost
combined.
double farm of anyone else on my team as well. So they are just putting everything into to Loco. Hoping that Obi will win the phone.
Yeah, I mean, if Loco dies, then this game is over. But that does require actually killing him. Which means he has to get out of position, which is hard to do when an Overlord has hilarious sight range and can never be flanked properly. But he can't kill Tempests with his Mutalisks, because so long as Silverwolf's interceptors are there, he has to wait for the...
Putting on Silver.
Oh, you got him in a Vortex. It's close to their base, so it's going to be hard to get a kill out of that. You need some sort of... You need an imp on Kraken here.
Now we have D-Map, and Jerry have Hardened Shield.
There's the Torp, but where's the cloak?
Yeah.
You need that cloak faster, Kraken.
He got killed by the splash damage from the god Spore on me when I push.
Yeah, that was a little bit messy for my L. I mean, I can understand Loco BMing. For as long as Loco has been in this game, he sure does BM and chat a lot. But at this point, this game is locked down. Like, we can pretty much increase speed because, I mean, is there any way that they come back from this?
No. They could go brutes, but they'll need farm, and they're so far behind in farm.
Yeah,
now.
they're going to get contained
lost
for the next 10 minutes if it goes 10 minutes. But it's probably... It doesn't even have to go 10 minutes. You could probably end faster than that.
I actually thought the Raven was a fake there. The Arbiter.
Yeah. But really, why do you play like super zoomed into your ship?
Come again?
Your viewpoint, you're completely zoomed in, so you can barely see any of the screen.
Why I zoom in? I mean,
Yeah.
I just always played like that.
Huh.
And I just use the mini-map.
Fair enough. Alright, so that was Pandas vs. InsaneLogic. Pretty clean win start to finish as soon as you got that first kill. And then that prolonged engage where you went, you lost one of your ships, you lost Alpha, but you got two of theirs. And at that point, you were ahead on farm, and you just continue to maintain your advantage, which is really the most important, and sometimes the tricky part.
Yeah, it is.
But very nice. Good game, guys. Alright.